Hello, good morning, everybody. Today we will begin with topic which we already started, and that is bills of exchange. So before we go ahead, let us revise. Let us try to understand whatever we have learned so far. When the goods are sold by seller or drawer to drawee or buyer, the entry will be in the books of drawer, drawee's account debit to sales account. In the books of drawee, it will be purchase account debit to drawer account. Since the goods are sold on credit, drawee or buyer is asking for some credit period, and this period of credit is done through instrument document which is called bills of exchange, and the entry in the books of drawer will, when the bill is prepared, drawn on drawee by drawer, it is sent to drawee for acceptance. Drawee accepts the bill and returns it to the drawee. After the bill is received, duly accepted from drawee, drawer will pass the entry, bills receivable account debit to drawee's account, and in the books of drawee, the entry will be drawer's account debit to bills payable. So, if the credit period mutually decided among drawer and drawee, buyer and seller and buyer is 1 month. So after 1 month, that is called due date of payment. On the due date of payment, drawee will honor the bill or drawee will pay the bill. At that time, drawer will give bill with him to drawee and he will make the payment. So the entry in the books of drawer will be cash. If it is by check, it is cash account debit or bank account debit to bills receivable, and in the books of drawee, it will be bills payable account debit to cash / bank account. So after the payment is made, it is said that transaction is complete. Seller has received the goods, seller has received the payment for which he has sold goods on credit to the drawee or buyer. Now, before due date, before maturity date, drawer has some alternatives which he can avail, and those are: drawer can discount the bill with bank and get some money, get some finance, or he can endorse the bill to endorsee from whom he must have purchased the goods, and by endorsing the bill he can settle the bill through this instrument. Or third is, he will send the bill to bank for collection. So when bill is discounted by drawer with bank, he will get less amount than the face value given in the bills of exchange, and that is cash account debit, cash or bank account debit, discount account debit to bill receivable, no entry in the books of drawee. On the due date, bank will present the bill to drawee and he will pass same entry, that is bills payable to cash or bank. When bill is endorsed, endorse his account debit to bills receivable. No entry in the books of drawing. Again on the maturity date, no entry will be in the books of drawer because he has endorsed the bill. But in the books of drawing, he will make payment entry. Third section, third C part, which is available to drawer before maturity, that he can send the bill to bank for collection. So at that time, the entry will be bank for collection account debit to bills receivable. Again, no entry in books of drawing because this is done by drawer before maturity. Whatever transactions are done by drawer before maturity, drawee is not at all concerned, or he doesn't know what drawer has done. His job is to make the payment when bill comes to him on the due date. So on the maturity, bank person will go to drawee and will collect money on behalf of drawer, and the entry will be bank account debit to bank for collection. For doing this service, bank will charge some service charges, which is called bank charges. So in that case, the entry will be bank account debit, bank charges account debit to bank for collection. Then this bank charges is lost to the drawer, but he is getting some service from bank for collecting the money on due date, and for that he is ready to pay some charges. Now same entry in the books of drawing, bills payable to cash bank. Now coming to next part. So we saw when the bill is honored, what is the entry? When we saw what are the alternatives left to drawer before maturity, 3 entries. As against this, there is only 1 entry in the books of drawing, make the payment on the due date. Now, next is bill is renewed, bill is dishonored, sorry. Next part, next section of this is dishonor of bill. So what is dishonor of bill? Dishonor of bill means non-payment of bill on the due date by drawee. He refuses to make the payment. He is unable to make the payment because he doesn't have money or finance to pay the bill which he has accepted. So this is, then what will be the entries under 4 alternatives which I have told you. That is, when the bill is with drawer, when the bill is with discounted bill is with bank, when bill is endorsed, and 4th is when bill is sent to bank for collection. So when the bill is dishonored, there has to be some evidence, as I told you last time, that in the court of law, before judge, drawer should have some evidence. If he doesn't create evidence, then on the due date, he will say before judge that on the due date, drawer has not turned up to me. I was having money, but he has not come and asked for the money. So in that case, as a proof, he has to prove before judge that bill was actually dishonored on due date by drawee. So then the role of notary public comes into picture. The bill is noted with the notary public. Notary public is a government officer appointed by government to note the fact of the dishonor. So in his register, he writes the name of the drawer amount of the bill and date on which the bill is dishonored. And for this purpose, he will charge some charges which are called noting charges. So this is theory part. Now what are the accounting entries? When bill is with drawer, drawer will pass the entry. Before I go ahead, let me tell you, when bill is dishonored, under 4 circumstances, that is, when bill is with drawer, discounted bill dishonored, then bill endorsed dishonored, and bill sent to bank for collection dishonored. In all 4 entries, first you debit the drawee because it is resulting into cancellation of acceptance done by drawee. So, coming first part, when bill is with drawer, he will pass the entry, drawee's account debit to bills receivable to cash. He will pay noting charges on behalf of drawee, which he will be recovering from drawee subsequently. Discounted bill dishonor, drawee to bank. Entry will, the amount will be inclusive of noting charges. Endorsed bill dishonor, drawee to endorsee, which also includes noting charges. And fourth, when bill is sent to bank for collection, drawee account debit to bank for collection to bank. Why separately bank account credit? Because bank will debit drawer's account for the purpose of noting charges which are paid by bank on behalf of drawer. When non-payment is done by the drawee, bank will pay noting charges on behalf of drawer. So bank will credit bank account. As against this, drawee has to make only one entry for cancellation of bill which he has accepted. But along with this, he has to pay noting charges which are paid by a drawer on behalf of drawee. So what is the entry? So entry in the books of drawee will be bills payable account debit, noting charges account, expenses payable by drawee to drawer. So bills payable account debit, noting charges account debit to drawer's account. Narration: drawer's bill dishonor, comma, noting charges payable so and so. So this is what we have learned. Last time I have shown some papers regarding format of bill, but some students said that setting was not proper, and it was true. Now let me show you some papers regarding proforma of bill which carries 5 marks in your examination. So now first is see, in the first case, now this proforma bills of exchange consists of 9 points. First point is heading bills of exchange. Second, stamp. Now what is this stamp? See, it is a revenue stamp for transactions which are above 5,000. Revenue stamp is to be affixed. Revenue stamp is to be affixed. That is point number 2. In case of foreign trade, stamp duty is to be paid. Now, third point is, again I will repeat, bills of exchange, point number 1. Point number 2, stamp duty. Point number 3, name and address of the drawer. Fourth point, date of bill drawn, on which date drawer draws the bill, that is the date. Fifth point is amount in figures. Sixth point is contents. This I will discuss afterwards because contents differ depending upon the question. Seventh point is signature of drawer. Eighth point, name and address of the drawee. Now 9 point consists of 3 parts. 9A he has to write was accepted, signature of the drawee, and date of acceptance of drawee. So there will be 2 dates. There can be maybe 2 dates. Date of bill of drawer, on which date he is drawing the bill, and if there is passage of time, if there is a gap between the acceptance and drawn, then he will put date of acceptance. So this is called, for the purpose of 12th standard, when I am explaining in my tuition, I tell them these are the 9-point program in your bills of exchange. Now there are 3 types of problems which are coming in your exam, and those are when bill is drawn without putting any condition, or it is general acceptance. Means when the drawee accepts the bill without putting any condition, without making any changes, is called general acceptance. So in front of you now, this problem I treat as I told you last time, it is 5th standard problem because everything is given in the question. Only you have to apply your mind for contents. That's all. Only remember the position of whatever I told you, 9 points. So I am coming to contents. Now here, name of the drawer is Jaideep Patil. Drawee's name is Rahul Shinde. Date of bill is 4th October. Period is 3 months. Amount of the bill is 4,500. Date of acceptance is 7th October. So bill is drawn on 4th October and is accepted on 7th October. So what contents you should write? The contents are 3 months after the date. After this date means drawer has drawn bill on 4th October. So drawer is ordering drawee that 3 months period is given. 3 months after the date, paid to me or my order the sum of rupees 4,500 only for the value received. So 3 months after the date, paid to me or my order. The sum of rupees given in the question for the value received means I have sold you goods worth rupees 4,500. You pay me after 3 months. This is a problem where conditions are not put or name of the payee is not given. Now I am coming to second question, which consists of name of the payee and conditional acceptance. Here, see, drawer's name Ramesh Mishra, drawee's name Nanda Kumar Sharma, payee's name Rupesh Kumar, amount of the bill is 25,000, period of bill 90 days. Again I am repeating, period of bill is 90 days. Date of acceptance, date of bill drawn 17 February, accepted on 20th February, accepted for 20,000. In this problem, name of the payee is given, period of the bill is given in days, not months, and acceptance is conditional. Date of bill and date of acceptance is different. So, first point, bills of exchange. Second point, second point, stamp. Third point, name and address of the drawer. Fourth point, amount in figures. Fifth point, date of bill drawn by drawer. Now look at contents. The contents which were in the previous problem are changing. 90 days. See, in the previous problem it was 3 months. So if question says 90 days, you have to write 90 days. Don't apply your mind and change the days into months. So 90 days after the date. Pay to whom? Not pay to me. Pay to payee. Pay to Rupesh Kumar so and so address or his order. The sum of rupees 25,000 for the value received. So here some changes are there when the payee comes into picture. Now next point is name and address of the drawee. Now here it is given accepted for 20,000 point number. So bill was drawn for 25,000. If goods are returned by drawee to drawer because of some defect, then he will write 20,000 acceptance, signature of drawee and date of acceptance. So in all, there are 3 types of problems which may be asked in your exam, and those are general acceptance, when name of the payee is given, when there is conditional acceptance. So now coming to next part, and that is when the bill is renewed. Now what is renewal of bill? Renewal of bill means request made by the drawee that please extend my period of credit since I will not be able to pay the amount on due date. So drawee comes to drawer and make a request that please extend the period of bill. So in the case of dishonor of bill, there is cancellation of bill because of non-payment of bill on due date. In the case of renewal of bill, it is also non-payment of bill, but the request comes before the due date. Hence, there is difference between discounting bill dishonored and bill renewed. So in the case of renewal of bill, drawer need not go to notary public for noting the bill. But in the case of renewal, so when the bill is renewed, and coming to accounting entry is same except noting charges will not come while passing the entry. And second thing, very important thing is change in the narration. So again I am telling you, the entry in the books of drawer under 4 circumstances will be when the bill is with drawer, drawee to bills receivable, narration being entry for bill renewed by drawee. Discounted bill renewed, entry will be drawee's account debit to bank account. Discounted bill renewed by drawee. When bill is endorsed and it is renewed, then the entry will be drawee's account debit to endorsee's account. Endorsed bill renewed by drawee. And when bill is sent to bank for collection, again drawee account debit to bill sent to bank for collection. So narration will be bill sent to bank for collection renewed by drawee. So basic difference is in the bills of similarities, bill is getting cancelled. But narration and amount will change. Now, what will be the entry in the books of drawee? Same entry, cancellation of bill, which he has accepted. Bills payable account debit to drawer's account. Drawer's bill renewed. Now, Okay. Now bill is renewed, bill is cancelled, he is made request. So you are in the same position when the goods are sold by drawer to drawee. तो ड्रॉवर बोलते हैं भाई पैसे का क्या कर रहा है, ठीक है तुमको नहीं दे सकता है तो क्या करेगा तुम. देन ड्रॉई देन वो बोलता है अभी और 2 महीने का बिल बना, तो बोलता है वो नहीं चलेगा, थोड़ा पैसा तुमको तो देना पड़ेगा. ऐसा नहीं होता, मेरे को भी पैसे की बहुत ज़रूरत है, थोड़ा पैसा तुम दे दो. सो पार्ट ऑफ द अमाउंट ड्रॉवर आस्क फॉर हिम फ्रॉम ड्रॉई. तो बोलता ठीक है 10,000 का बिल है ना, 2,000 देता हूँ. नहीं ना, अरे 5,000 दे दो, मेरे को सख्त जरूरत है पैसे का. सो ओके. सो ड्रॉई agrees to pay 5,000. Now what about remaining amount? तो ड्रॉई और एक 3 महीने का 2 महीने का बिल बनाओ. तो बोलता ठीक है बनाता हूँ, लेकिन ड्यू डेट के ऊपर मैंने भी प्रॉमिस किया था जिससे मैंने लोन लिया था, आई हैव टू पे हिम. सो माई बजट विल कोलैप्स सिंस यू आर नॉट पेइंग. So फिर then drawer tells that since I have to pay interest to my from whom I have taken a loan out or from whom I have purchased the goods, I have to pay him interest. So I will have to charge interest. So drawer tells to drawee that for the balance amount which you are not paying, remember balance amount. For the balance amount which you are not paid, I will charge interest. So then drawee has to agree for this because he has accommodated for extension of period of bill, payment of bill. So then what is the entry when drawer charges interest to the drawee. So again I am telling you, if the full amount is not paid on entire amount, drawer will charge interest. Question of calculation of interest. If part of the amount is paid, interest will be calculated on the balance unpaid amount. One part. Second part, the period of calculation of interest will be new period for which bill is drawn. Suppose the new bill is drawn for 2 months, then amount unpaid into rate of interest into number of months divided by 12. So period of bill will be new period and not old period. Students get confused which period is to be taken for calculation of interest. Then comes next part. The next part is after the calculation of interest, what is the entry? So you have to pass separate entry for interest. In the books of drawer, the entry will be drawee's account debit to interest. Interest is receivable by drawer. He has not received, he has charged interest. So interest is income, so credit your incomes and gains. And in the books of drawee, the entry will be interest account debit to drawer's account, interest payable to drawer at the rate so and so, for the amount so and so, for the period so and so. Then comes the next part. Next part is payment. So bill is accepted, then bill is to be drawn for the unpaid amount. So while passing the entry for amount received and acceptance of new bill, you have to find out interest portion is included in cash or it is included in new bill. So if the problem states that the amount of interest is included. So cash is paid along with the interest. These are the words which will be, phrase will be there. Cash is paid along with the interest. So you have to include interest portion in your cash. So the entry will be cash account debit. Bill receivable account debit for acceptance of new bill to draw his account. Entry for cash received along with the interest, comma, new bill accepted for 2 months by drawing. So the entry in the books of drawing will be drawer's account debit to cash account to bills payable account. If the interest portion is included in new bill, the entry will be same, but interest amount will be shown in bills receivable account or in the books of drawing. It will be reflected in your bills payable account. Now again, when the bill is becomes due, then the same process, and that is entry will be cash bank account debit to bill receivable, and in the books of drawing it will be bills payable to cash. So these are the entries we learned under two entries. First two entries are common. Then first part, bill is honored on the due date. Second part, dishonor of bill. Third part is renewal of bill. Now we will come to next part, and that is when drawee makes the payment before due date. So if drawee has sufficient funds to pay then he will go to drawer and he will say, I want to make the payment before due date. Okay, then when drawee makes the payment to drawer before maturity, it is called settlement of dues by drawee before maturity. So the entry in the books of drawer, so then drawee will ask some concession. Okay, I am paying you before due date, so you should give me some concession, otherwise I will pay on due date. Then drawer says, okay, I will give some discount or interest, but we will not call these two things, because you should know the distinction between the payment made before due date and interest charge at the time of renewal or discounted bill by drawer. So the concession which is given by the drawer for making the payment before due date is called rebate in your, just I will show you, 59. So that is coming under, so it is called rebate given by the drawer to drawee for making payment before due date. So this is called retirement of bill. When drawee retires the bill, so he has option. So this is the fourth point we are covering, that is when the bill is retired by drawee before due date. Entry in the books of drawer will be cash to bank account debit, rebate account debit, concession given by the drawer to drawee for availing the benefit of finance to bill receivable. So this is again resulting into cancellation of bill which is accepted by drawee, and it is again to drawee. So he will write drawer's account debit to cash, bills payable account debit to cash to rebate account. Narration: payment made to drawer, rebate received, so and so. So these are the entries we have learned so far. Now coming to next part. Now next part is when drawee becomes insolvent. When drawee has insufficient funds or his liabilities are more than his assets, it is said that drawee is insolvent. So, what happens in the case of bill, which is drawn by drawer on drawee? So, when the question comes for insolvency of drawee, then in that case, the percentage of how much amount is paid by drawee will be given in the question. So, when the sentence comes, drawee becomes insolvent, you have to pass dishonor entry. It will not be given in the question that drawee is insolvent, now you pass the entry for dishonor. No, it is understood. It will result into non-payment of bill, means it is dishonor of bill. So you have to pass the entry for dishonor of bill in the books of drawer and drawee, and then comes to next part, and that is how much amount is received. So if the bill is for 10,000, suppose question says that 60% is paid by drawee, it means 40% is loss to drawer. So he will pass cash bank account debit, bad debts account debit to drawee's account and not bills receivable, because bill is already cancelled. So entry for amount received, balance not received, debited to bad debts account. In the books of drawee, he will also pass the entry for dishonor, bills payable to drawer's account, and when he makes the payment, he will record drawer's account debit to cash account to deficiency account. It is sort of gain which is not paid by drawee. So we are coming to end to this topic. Now one part is left, and that is preparation of drawee's account in the books of drawee. In the books of drawer, you have to prepare drawee's account, and in the books of drawee, you have to prepare drawer's account. How to prepare, how to record, that we will be doing next time. But before that, let me tell you that for my students, those who are enrolled with me for tuition, I am sending email to them for practice problems and other theory. I am sending them one day before the lecture starts. I am conducting home tuitions, group tuitions. It is only for, I take only between 7 to 10 students. It is not my class. So my name of the this is, let me show you. This is Shri Yash Tutorials at Borivali. I conduct tuitions from 11 to MCOM, 11-12 SPOC Accounts Economics, 4 subjects and OC. CBSE ICIC 11-12 Accounts. Then I conduct tuitions for IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi Open University, distance education. There I teach 4 subjects, that is accountancy, financial accounts, taxation and auditing. Further, let me tell you I have already written 4 books of for 12th standard, which is this first book is Key to Success, bookkeeping and accountancy. Then second is OCM, Organization of Commerce and Management. 2 books I will show you tomorrow because I have students from arts faculty where the syllabus, economic syllabus is same. So I will be explaining you tomorrow. Apart from this, I am writing books for this year on 4 subjects. New syllabus which is coming. It will come in due course of time, next month or so. On that also I am writing books. I will be writing on revised textbook. Apart from that, I am writing books on 5 subjects of IGNOU, that is accountancy, code Eco 2, first year BCom, accountancy 2, code 14, second year BCom, auditing, second year, costing, third year, elements of income tax, third year. So in all, in 2 to 3 months, I will be publishing 9 books. Further, I teach on Skype. My students are from Dubai, Singapore. Online teaching I am doing. So, those who are interested, they can contact me on 98192 64032. The number is 98192 64032. My email address is srikrishna.chamkhedkar@gmail.com. So now today we will stop. Tomorrow will be the lecture for economics. Thank you.